I kind of feel like life has become that circus act with the guy spinning plates. And they'd always put them between the two big acts to kill some time while they reset the tent. And they'd play this tune, Saber Dance. And they'd set up 4 or 5 sticks on a table or something, and he'd start spinning plates. And everyone would draw their attention to it and go, whoa, that's great. And then they'd throw a whole other row of sticks up, and he'd add more plates. I think we live our lives that way. You know, you come into this world and you learn some skills, and you maybe get a job, you start a family, whatever, you start spinning some plates. And after you start spinning some plates, it's kind of cool because you're spinning them on your own and you think, I'm doing this. This is really great. And people see you do that and they go, you know, you're so good at that. Would you help us out with this little project at church? I mean, you know, it wouldn't take a whole lot of time. It'd just be a little bit of time. And you're so good with kids and everything. Would you help us? You're honored. You're thinking, oh, thank you. I'd be happy to help, certainly. And so you add that plate and you start spinning it. Then someone goes, see, I told you they were good. We got this scout project that's going to happen this summer. It'd be really good. And you're so involved with the church and the school. It'd be really good because you do that too. And so you add that plate. And then you keep adding plates. And at some point, one of your plates starts to wobble because you're spinning so many. It's bound to happen. It might be your parents are getting older plate. It might be your kids are growing up way too fast plate. It might be your own job or career or education that you've put on hold, but now you got to get back to. And whatever that plate might be, you realize, uh-oh, I got to spend some time on that. And so you quickly go over there and you deal with it. And you get it back up to speed and you think, whew, glad I did that. But while you were spending all the time on that plate, there were 2 other 3 plates starting to wobble too because you were spending so much time with that one. So now you run over here trying to catch that one. And we're all running from one wobbling plate to the other, not really enjoying spinning all the plates, wondering why we're spinning all these plates. And so whenever we have a chance to stop our world and look at how we do what we do, I think that's a healthy thing. Because the way we live our lives today, there aren't those natural built-in opportunities to do that. We don't have to wait for a lot of stuff anymore. We don't have to think about stuff while we're waiting. And so we just keep doing and doing and doing, and we don't stop and think about how we do what we do. And so this is a very healthy thing.